Well, this morning's celebration of Captain Tom Moore's achievements marked the culmination of a life dedicated to public service. During the Second World War, he served in Burma in a conflict often overlooked. Robert Hall looks back at Tom Moore's role in the war and the struggles faced by those fighting in the Far East.
He wears the Burma Star, the medal marking service on some of World War II's most challenging battlefields. These are the men of what has been dubbed the Forgotten Army, fighting on the other side of the world and denied the press coverage given to battles in Europe and Africa. Tom Moore might have expected to fight his war in the regiment he'd joined, but he arrived in India in a very different role.
The decision was made in 1941 to convert eventually 33 infantry battalions to become tanks. And that's what happened to the 9th Battalion Duke of Wellington's regiment. So in 1941 they were set sail to go off to India in about August, and they arrived at the end of October 1941, and on arrival they converted to become a tank regiment equipped initially with Valentine tanks.
For the next 3 years, Tom's job was to keep his tanks and his crews ready to fight the Japanese and the hostile environment of Burma. Those who survived the bullets and the shells often fell victim to the jungle itself.
We lost almost as many men through disease as we did through the actual Japanese, because you were always wondering where so-and-so was. Oh, he'd been sent back to hospital because he'd got ulcers on his legs, or he'd been bitten by mosquitoes.
Regiments from every part of Britain, from the Highlands to the home counties, and the warrior soldiers of India, the Gurkhas, the Jats.
Every survivor from the Forgotten Army knows that they are lucky to be able to tell their stories.
Tom, at the end of his life, has emerged, as it were, from the shadows. He was a man, even in his career, from the sound of it, who was perhaps not in the limelight, but just quietly doing a very important job.
The members of the 14th Army, the Forgotten 14th in Burma, like Tom, never receive any other accolade other than the medals they're awarded at the end of the war. And it's absolutely right that we should hold Tom up as an example of those people and say, let's not forget them in the way that we did in the past, and let's celebrate our unsung heroes.
And as the hours ticked down to the big day, Tom Moore's regiment gave him their recognition. He's now an honorary colonel, and he'll wear their medal. An old soldier, just doing his duty to us all. Robert Hall, BBC News.